Uh-oh. Oh no. I'm sorry, everybody. Stream is back up. Stream is back up. It went down for just a moment, but it should be back up. So a big thing here is that you should know is that it's a thin casing of connective tissue. Now, children, what is the issue with Addie and connective tissue? I feel like there's an issue there that I have. Oh, is it that I have a connective tissue disorder? I'm so shook. I'm so shook. Let me just Google fascia beef. It'll show up when you look up pictures of beef. So you see, yeah. See that shit right there? See that shit right there, this bit? That's a fucking fascia, y'all. Look at that. Yeah. The fascia. Oh my god, it's so cool. It's so interesting. Anyway, that shit, it gets stuck to you. It'll get stuck on, your muscles will get stuck on themselves. And that is where myofascial pain is from. Very painful, but it's pretty treatable if you know how to treat it. Physical therapists, I highly recommend. It's like, for me, it happened in my leg near my knee. So you get anxious, you get freaked out, and for a moment I was like, do I have a clot? Now, I need to explain why that's like a genuine fear for me. My mom suffered from clots, like basically her whole life. Like, she has a genetic thing called factor V Leiden. I'm pretty sure I was negative on that, but I'm not 100% sure. Yes, I am
Welcome,
now.
Moon and Star.
Thank you for following, Connor.
Place
Welcome.
where destiny is made.
If you don't know, we also have a Discord that you can join if you want to. No pressure. I know some people don't like joining Discords. I don't. But if you want to join Discord and hang out with us, that is where I'm the most active. That's where I hang out the most. If you want to hear me yell about stupid shit while I'm high, then go ahead. Ooh, barbed wire, welding rods. Damn. Alright, this is a pretty nice truck to see from. God, Amanda, scared the fuck out of me. B says, I want a mod for Zomboid where there's a low chance of your appendix to rupture if you like jump a fence or sprint. Ooh, that would be really cool. Like, can't you get heart attacks in this game? Add more random medical events. Give me gastritis. Multi-hit is underrated. So I realized the other day, do you all remember that playthrough that I had in the town of Rosewood where I built a fence in a wall and stuff? I realized that the reason why I was getting so aggravated at that playthrough is that I had multi-hit off for some reason. And I was just, every fight would just be me trying to kill one zombie at a time, and it would get really frustrating. So now I know what the problem is. Bitches just needed the ability to hit multiple zombies at once. And this is something I really dislike about a very small portion of the Zomboid community, is that some people get upset that people make the game, quote, easier with sandbox settings, and it's like, why do you give a shit if it's a single player game, dog? I feel this way about like almost every fucking video game. It's like, why do you care about people making their experience easier in a single player game? And I did not mean to hit those cards. I'm just a fucking clown, clearly. Sorry about the swearing. Get better, children. That is another thing I wanted to talk about. A lot of people don't. I saw a tweet the other day that was like, when I get focused, I start to swear, even in my writing, and I don't know why. Now, let me tell you why this is. I know the actual reason for this existing. Basically, in the human brain, the way we process language is very interesting. But the thing we're going to talk about is things like filler words, like and Now, and are filler words in a part of the brain, and right next to that part of the brain is also where specific taboo words go. Now, that means specifically basically 4-letter swear words like fuck and shit and things like that. And that is why when we get more emotionally frustrated or more focused, we start to swear more, is because the brain is using those swear words as filler words. So, fun fact, you've just been educated on filler words and how they work in the brain and how just language processing works in the brain. It's very interesting the way the brain works. Like, we have crammed so much shit into this little organ, dog. And one thing that, like, this is something that personally grinds my gears, is that people will say about human beings that the reason we are so adept at, you know, existing as a species is because of our brains, so that our brains are so big. And, like, true, yes, our brains are the reason why we are such a good species to live on the earth. But it has nothing to do with the size of the brain, because there are animals with significantly larger brains than we do. Like, I'm pretty sure whales have a bigger language processing center than we do. And that just goes to show that size of the brain isn't really what set us off as different than the rest of the animal kingdom. It is simply the structure of our brain. Like, yes, our brain and the size of our brain is like why we give birth after 9 months and we don't hold on to the baby for longer. Have you noticed that, everybody? That we are one of the few species that is like pops out the pussy not fully done. We are not done, you know? The human baby is like only halfway there, basically. But because our heads are so, like, our heads get so big, we have to shoot the baby out earlier than, say, a horse would poop out their baby, because our pussies are too small for the heads. So, if you really think about it, the difference isn't the size of our brains, it's the size of our pussies. Our pussies are too small for our giant heads. Beast says, multi-hit is realistic, to be fair. I agree, like, it was really aggravating me that I would get into these crowds of zombies and only be able to hit one fucking zombie with my giant ass crowbar. Like, does that make any sense? Why is multi-hit off for certain game modes? I don't know. But I can't question the devs too much, I guess. Like, they want certain experiences to work the way they want them to. B says, it only just the vaginal canal, it's the hips. Yeah. Really, truly, it's the hips that are the issue. And there has been a lot of research into, like, hip size and premature babies, and I don't remember what the results of those studies were, but there were people trying to determine if the size of your hips determines whether or not your babies come out even quicker. But I've always thought that was a bit odd, because it's like, I know some ladies with some big ass hips that have preemies. Ma'am? I love the vine boom sound effect. It was probably Beast, thank you for that. Greatest thing that you've ever told me to do is to turn on the vine boom sound effect. Damn, people, it's like my bed. Get your clothes off the bed. Freaking do shit right. Fishing volume 2. I don't need trapping volume 1. Can opener. I'll take that, because can't can openers randomly break? I don't know if that's true or not, but sometimes I feel like I'm missing can opener. Previously had one already to begin with. Eat the pickles too, you're trying to gain weight. Ice cream? Eat all the ice cream. You're trying to gain weight. Okay, we stabilized at 78, but we need to get up to at least 80. I get really anxious about being underweight in this game. Just It's more, it is easier to gain weight in this game than it is to lose weight, which is true about real life. But it's so annoying. It's so annoying losing weight in this game when you're overweight. Emma says, if we got bigger hips, would we just have to be pregnant even longer? Well, that was the theory that my Harold time? Alright, let me grab Harold. Harold has been summoned. It's the rules. This is probably the most bizarre thing about my stream. Harold. I love Harold. He is the greatest.
Amanda says, hey Harold, how's it going, Bussy? Do frog hip sizes affect premature tadpoles? Amanda, we give birth to eggs. We shit out an egg, and then I come on the egg, and that's how we make babies. It has nothing to do with uteruses. Okay, we're amphibians. We're not mammals. Stupid bitch.
Oh my no, the apocalypse is here. Let me put all three of my hoodies and place them on my bed. That's not a lot of hoodies. You only have 3 hoodies? A little depressing. Bible readings, the crucifixion? Hell yes. That's my favorite part of the Bible. These look like Christians. Tartan golf cap? What? Hell yes, I'm wearing that. I've literally never seen this in the game. I am now an annoying old British man. I have done it. Beast says, I really hope the newcomer is still around to see this. I hope so too. Beast is so true, and I feel like if you like Harold, then you're in for the long run. If you don't like Harold, I'm sorry. He says the clothes spawning on beds is so weird. Just like one pair is realistic. There's always like 2 sets of pants single filed on the mattress. Yep. 2 pants, everybody. And they're ugly pants. Who is wearing fucking lime green jeans? I want to know. I want to question the person who wears lime green jeans. I just want to have a talk. I just want to have a conversation about their life. Alright, I'm gaining weight now. I've eaten 2 ice creams in succession. What I've always wanted to do, I keep forgetting to do this with my sandbox settings, is turning on the helicopter to be more than once. I think the helicopter is really fun. Harold. Oh, more Harold. Harold.
Hey Harold, what's the scariest thing you could possibly say? Both to scare the new viewer and because it's spoopy month. Alright, I'm gonna say the most spoopy thing I know that's gonna put fear in all the wrong people, okay? Bisexual lesbians exist.
Oh, Harold. Uh-oh, Harold. I'm about to get canceled on Twitter for that. But I believe it. You're so right, Harold. You're so right. This is only a single story house. We're good. Harold is a king. We love him. He just knows the truth about life. He has all the answers to everything. B says, literally got chills down my spine. Bisexual lesbians are valid. And then like the fucking music starts playing. Like, oh god. He said it. Watch out for the 13-year-old girls on Twitter. The scariest. Gosh dang, I'm filling this truck up. Where is the hammers? I have like 5 hammers. Do I really need all these hammers? Probably not, but I'm collecting them. My zoologist professor was really obsessed with like reproduction in general. Like, you know what? We're gonna look at whale skeletons, everybody. We're gonna look at whale skeleton, okay? All right. See this whale? Look at this whale. Look upon this whale and get. Oh, fuck me. I love when websites are so annoying. All right. Let's look at this whale. It's on bonehenge.net. Now, look here. You will notice that the whale has 2 floating bones that are not connected to the rest of the skeleton. Every other part of the skeleton is connected. You got the skull, the vertebrae, everything. It's all connected except for these 2 bones. And you're probably like, what are those bones, Addie? What are they for? Well, this is one of the ways that we know whales are descendant from land animals. These bones are baculi. They are the baculum. Now, the baculum, if you did not know, is the bone in the wiener of many male mammals. So, like, a lot of mammals have dick bones, quite literally, a bone in their wiener, and it is called the baculum. And whales are a good example of like evolution and how it changes but doesn't change at the same time. So whales evolved to have a body that is more suited to swimming. So they've got the swimmy body, but their body never got rid of the baculum, and thus the baculum simply became a floating bone in the body. So let's look at whale wieners. So we can see how they're attached to the body. No, can I just get I don't want a detached whale penis. I want a penis on a whale. All right, so as you can see here, the whale penis is fucking huge. So of course, it needs a bone in it to keep it rigid for when it's doing its job. But this is just proof that whales are descendant from mammals because only mammals have a baculum. Fun fact. Amanda says, wild how humans don't have a baculum, but we still call hard-on boners. I think that is so funny as well, Amanda. Katie says, good lord, what did I come back to? I just wanted to get some Captain Crunch. We're talking about whale penises, Katie. This is what my experience in zoology class was like. One day I was late to class, and I walked in, and the PowerPoint was literally just a bunch of fucking whale penises. And I was like, what is going on? I'm not kidding. That was my life for a moment. I miss going to college. Zoology was awesome. Very nice lecture. But like the zoology professor was like one of those professors that does not make you excited for like the job. He's like, yeah, you can never find a job as a zoologist. I was like, okay, bro. B says, did he make a PowerPoint specifically for whale penises? Yes. The man was a little obsessed with penises. In general. Alright, the zombies didn't seem to give a fuck that I was yelling. Oh, it's because they're trapped in the room. Okay, I'm just looking. Ooh, a hunting knife, nice. Just stabbed into the thigh of that lady. Okay, here we go. Wait, how many zombies are in there? Let's look before we smash it open. Shit, alright, I'm gonna unbarricade one of these. I can look in. It's just 2? I think it's just 2. Should be easy enough. That's gotta be one of the most interesting PowerPoints ever made. Well, take a zoology course, beast. He's a nice professor. He was cool. He knew my brother, which was an issue. Any professor who knew my brother was gonna be the fucking worst to me. Because me and my brother, like, are very different academically. I have always struggled with ammo straps. Can I not wear? Oh, I can put that on a gun. I've always struggled with homework. Like, I am a very, very good student in the school, but outside of school, why are you making me do work at home? Fuck you. I'm not doing my homework. So I never do my homework usually, which is a very bad thing I do. It's just, part of it is like, I go home and like my brain can't seem to like shift into like doing So work. Anyway, I would never be able to do my homework, but like I've never ever 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 had to study like in anything. Never had to study for a test. I've always done very well on tests. But like homework, evil. And that is a big issue with me. I think it's because, you know, I have the energy to go to school and I can do all my work in the school. Oh shit! Astrid is here! Astrid! Astrid says, going to that Halloween party was a huge mistake. Uh-oh, what happened? What happened, Astrid? Did you cough on a bunch of people? Hello, Astrid. Please tell us more about your shitty experience out there in human land. Ugh. I'm drinking beer, and I'm eating this ice cream so I feel better. I'm trying to gain weight, just like 2 pounds. I'm eating ice cream. Ashford, it is a party. What did you expect? Also, question: who is having a party? This is it's in my opinion, it's too early in October to be having Halloween parties. That's just my take, okay? Beastie says, I agree so much. I'm good and quiet and do my work, but the second I go home, I am not touching any schoolwork ever. Also, the study thing. It can help, but I like get like 75% of my knowledge out of nowhere. I think for me, it's just like, I don't know, I've always been very good at like remembering things in context. Like if the question is like, who caused the downfall of humanity and the worst human being to ever live, I will know the answer to that question 100% without a shadow of a doubt is Martin Luther, right? But I just won't be able to like do the homework, and I always flop academically because of that. And it sucks because it's like I know I am intelligent to a degree academically. I know that I can do this, but it's just like you're making me do homework, and it's like, why? If you know that I'm a good student, why are you even making me do homework to begin with? Like for me, as an educator, like when I was going to school for education, they were telling me that homework was invented as a way to get students used to working at home outside of their regular hours, right? But also, academically, the point of homework is to make sure students that are falling behind academically can, like, it's basically enforced studying, is what I'm saying. And when you, I can understand, like, enforcing homework in, like, middle school, like the first 2 years of middle school, so your students can learn how to study. But after that, as a thing to keep doing over and over and over again to every student, it doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. And I think it is going to be I think it's genuinely one of the worst things about the general education system all around the world, is just this importance that as a whole we have put on homework for no fucking reason. No reason. NSFW party in October. Call it a Halloween party. Boo! That one was a good one, Amanda. I can agree with that one, okay? Ooh, more fertilizer. Good. Where's the light switch in this? I have power on for 2 months in-game, just because I think it's funny having the power on longer than the water. Katie says, I really don't enjoy how some people feel the need to one-up themselves like that. Yeah, I feel you, Katie. Asher says, I mean, it kind of makes sense for my uni, because reading is what I'm being educated to do. Right, but it's also just like, I think when we're talking about university, it's a bit different. But like, typical public schooling that we all go to, like high school, elementary school, middle school, and primary school, and whatever the fuck you call it over there in the evil demon place known as Europe. But basically my thoughts on this are like, just from being in education classes, like going to university to be an educator, was very demoralizing in a lot of ways. Just like how open it is that it's like totally bullshit what education is. Genuinely dead ass on the first day of my elementary education lecture, they were like, yeah, education is just about teaching children how to be good workers. They will literally tell you that. That the concept of public schooling was born out of the industrial age to train children to be more effective factory workers when they hit the workforce. That's what they'll tell you straight to your face. And then they're like, okay, gang, let's keep up the good work. Let's keep being good-ass teachers. And you're just like, ugh. All right, we're gonna go to sleep. We're gonna go to sleep in this warehouse. All right. Amanda says, the only homework that I got that genuinely made sense to me was math homework. Math homework makes sense. I can understand that. Like, the reason was practice, because math is not a matter of it's not just a matter of memorization. It's applying applicable things to a problem and using them together. But Amanda, you could say the same thing about English. You could say the exact same thing about English. And also history. You could say that about every single study that we go through as children. Like, math isn't uniquely special in that. Like, the reason why they switched calling it history to social studies is so that we could understand that we are trying to learn concepts and ideas that connect to the whole fucking world. It's not just history, it's social studies. You were learning about the social history and shit like that of humanity. You're learning how humans have reacted to each other over time, and how that has affected our lives in the current day, and how knowing history is actually an incredible tool. It makes you very powerful because you know the truth behind all these losers and where their power comes from. When you understand history, you cannot be propagandized to as effectively as somebody who does not know history. Like, for example, you could get to the idea of thinking that, like, all rich people are just hard workers if you didn't know history. When you actually understand history and you start learning, and you're like, hold up, wait a second, all these motherfuckers have been rich for like hundreds of years. It has always been like the same families. I wonder what's up with that. I wonder why the Prince of Monaco is also called the Prince of Monaco, who is also the Prince of Monaco. Why are there two Princes of Monaco? I demand Monaco be fucking burnt down to the ground for this. Asher says, history is usually just propaganda in schools, is my experience. That's also very true. Incredibly true. In American school, I was taught that Martin Luther was a hero and somebody that I should look up to and not a piece of shit. And not a garbage human being that ruined humanity and is responsible for so much pain and suffering in this world. We are never taught that about old Mardo. Never, ever, ever. Not a single person was like, hey, Eddie, you should know that this guy is the most evil person in the whole world, and you will grow to hate him more than any other person in history. Katie says, I think Eddie is talking about the application of history outside of a school setting. That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, you could learn a lot of propaganda in school, but I'm saying the quote-unquote point of learning history in school is so that you can apply that to your life and learn shit. Katie says, to be good at social studies in school, pretty much all you needed was to memorize stuff. Yep. America. That's all you need to learn. You need to learn that song. And that's all you need to know to pass social studies in America, is that we never did anything wrong. Never, ever. Asher says Martin Luther before actually reading about him versus after. Okay, I need y'all to know that my hatred of Martin Luther is 100% the sole originator of this hate is herself, Christina Vasa. Queen Christina of Sweden. She was whispering in my ear while I was reading about her. I was like, Lutheranism does suck. I'm gonna read more about that. I'm gonna read more about Martin Luther and his deal. And then I was like, wait a second, this guy is responsible for like so much pain and evil in this world. For example, all British people in chat will know about this dark, horrible period of history in British history where poor people, paupers, people who couldn't, quote, work a normal job, were all forced into these buildings called workhouses. And these workhouses were literally pretty much fucking slave labor, where they would force poor people, children, literal fucking babies to work. And if they didn't like survive, it was just like, oh well, that's just how it is out here in the workhouses. They failed to thrive, and it's evil. It's straight up evil. Let me write this down on the map so I can come back for this later and take this car back home with me. Ashley says, Paz wants you to know. Faye says, fuck Martin Luther. I agree. So basically, my genuine theory of God is that Martin Luther is the sole reason why we still have capitalism in this day and age. Like, I truly feel like 200 years ago we would have gotten rid of it. 150 years ago we would have chucked it out. Hez says, I do have a carcalicious pussy. Now, I said something earlier that was for your ears only, and I don't remember what it was now, Paz. It had something to do with Carcat. It's something to do with Carcat. I don't remember. It was funny. Oh shit. Oh shit. There's two zombies with backpacks. I want to kill them. Those backpacks are super... Oh shit. Oh shit, those are survivor zombies. Yo. We found a big group of survivors. That guy has spears. Ding, 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 ding. Doo, doo, doo. Doo, doo, doo. Pez says, you said I had no carcalicious pussy. What? That zombie had green hair. Pez, that zombie is Joker Brain. That zombie has red hair. That's Astrid. An Astrid zombie. Okay, I was hurt. Oh, they bit my arm. That sucks. I always switch to baton when I'm slow on my crowbar. Crossbow. Alright. Plant that bandage. Adhesive bandage over a laceration. I'll be fine. Ooh, a machete! Yo, and a key for Chevalier Nyala. Give me that backpack. Bullets, ammo strap. You bet your ass I'm wearing that. Yeah, I'm taking those military boots. Hiking bag, I don't need it. Black choker. That's Ashford right there. Spear. I'll take the spears, but just give me a second. Spear guy is like least of my concerns right now. Alright, spear guy, give me your spears. And also give me your leather gloves, your military boots. I want all of it. I'm sorry, sir, but you suck. Now where's the second guy with the book bag? Him? No. Oh yeah, I got them both. It's good. I misunderstood. They all died in a car wreck. Kind of sucks. Their car is wrecked. And it's not this car. Fuck me. Asher says, why is it a me zombie? Because it has red hair. Why is that hard to understand? Fucking fool. Alright, we should head back to our house since I got hurt. Once I got hurt, we should head back home. I don't want to. I want to know where this road goes. Alright, we'll go down this road. Katie says, that's cool. That sounds cool. I like chokers. That's true. Katie does love chokers. She needs to wear chokers more. He says our Martin Luther lecture was the Pope hated him, and he just wanted to not be able to pay to get into heaven. So, of course, they would fucking teach that in fucking Sweden. I swear to God, Martin Luther, he was sitting in his little monastery, and he was like, I hate poor people so much. And I unironically believe that in another like era, Martin Luther would have loved indulgences. He would have loved it. It is literally just, I'm telling you, I think Martin Luther would have loved indulgences in another age. Like if he was 10 years older, he would have been like, maybe indulgences are a good idea. Maybe it is a good idea to consolidate all of our wealth into one group. Because that's literally what he wanted. Martin Luther was not just against indulgences. Like, you need to understand that. There were fucking other issues that he had. Like, for one, he had an issue in general with the power that the Catholic Church had. And he wanted lords to have more power. It's part of the reason why I think Martin Luther is a plant. I don't think Martin Luther was just, like, I genuinely do not think he was a regular guy. I honestly and fully believe Martin Luther was paid off by somebody to say what he did. Because what he said is what led to the consolidation of power among nobles in Europe. If it wasn't for Martin Luther, the nobility would not have the power it did in Europe. And he's a piece of shit. Fuck Martin Luther. Fuck! No. The fucking laceration's really slowing me down. Really slowing me down. Why can't I attach... Oh, machete might be really good. I'll consider. Katie says, chokers on me and chokers on other people are both cool. Katie, you're such a centrist. You gotta say that you are the only person that's allowed to have chokers. Like, come on. Get with the program, woman. Martin Luther is behind absolutism. Martin Luther is behind so much evils in this world. It's so fucking underrated how evil he was. Man is responsible for workhouses. The man is responsible for how we treat the poor as a whole. Martin Luther is the reason why Americans are so afraid of the welfare system. It's so... I hate him. He was literally the worst person in human history. There's nobody worse than Martin Luther. I genuinely cannot think of a single person who was responsible for more pain and suffering than Martin fucking Luther. I don't mean Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King, he's a king. We love him. We stan Martin Luther King. We love him. Martin Luther King is a good guy. We love him. Martin Luther, the monk, the guy who wrote the 95 Theses, the bitch at the freaking Catholic Church, he sucks. Big time. Please be their key. There's no key. Fuck. Pipe bomb. Holy shit. I'm taking that. Fucking pipe bomb. What? Another fossil oil truck? Oh my god, I want it. I want it so bad. In this bag. Baseball bat? Meh. The motorcycles in this game suck. So what I do is I just drive them to my house and then I use them to train my mechanic skill. I just take them apart. Katie says, Addie taking any opportunity to call me a centrist. I will call you a centrist any day of the week, Katie. Just a reminder to everybody, in case you did not know, we do have reward tiers. $5 gets you 1 video game song. $10 gets you 3 video game songs to play on stream. $20 gets you a rip on the Froggy Bong. And $50 gets you a hit on the old man pipe. Now let me show you the old man pipe. This is the old man pipe. Goes in my mouth like this. And this is the Froggy Bong. We love the Froggy Bong. We stand the Froggy Bong. I have not changed its water in a while. But yes, we love everything here. Katie says, can you also give a reminder that I'm not actually a centrist? No. Katie, you are a centrist. Stop denying the truth of reality, okay? I need to get to my car. I've accumulated a horde and I don't have the ability to fight them because it's fucking laceration.
So we need to get back in my truck and leave. We need to go back home, and I'm thankful that I trained my sprinting skill.
Okay, get in the car, get in the car, get in the car. Rowan, we're leaving. Why are you flashing? Stop flashing at me. That zombie has a book bag though. Oh, it sucks. It's okay, we'll come back. You've survived for quite a long time. How long? 20 days almost. Sheesh. This character is going the distance, I think. Definitely going the distance. Living the life. It's just that school is so frustrating, right? Like, the more I get older, the more less inclined I am to go back to school for education. Part of me wants to go to school for history, but then I'm like, well, my job opportunities are lessened even more by that. I don't know. But it's like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, well, I'd never be able to work a conventional teaching job, I don't think. Like, will I ever have the energy to wrangle a classroom of 30 plus children? I don't know. Katie says, I am being judged based on my split gate voting habits. Katie is a centrist, she's an evil demon. Let me explain this. So, we will be playing any FPS game. Any FPS game. And at the end of the match, they'll be like, alright gang, what map do you want to play on next? And Katie, the cunt, has to make sure that the votes are even so that no one map gets the advantage. Amanda says, Addie, I think you'd make a great tutor though. Imagine if I ended up tutoring rich kids. I think I would lose my mind. Cursed timeline. I just become the yuppie instructor. I'm like, okay, child, today's lesson, how to wear collared polo shirts and boat shoes together to make the ultimate white dude. I'm instructing them on life skills, Amanda, okay? They need to know. Katie says, I will always vote for the level with fewer votes so they can be even. Makes me happy. Katie is literally the most evil person to ever play with. Oh, hello, Link, hello. You could be like, Katie, I just want to play this one game mode today. I just want to play gun game or just want to play Instagame. And Katie will always vote for what is less popular. And therefore, I will never ever get what I want. Every single FPS game I play with Katie is like that. He is the greatest. You learn to cope with it. I have it on cruise control, as you can see. I'm not touching the keyboard at all. I just shift W'd it, told it to go forward, take me home, country roads. Wait, where are the symbols? Alright, that's not it. Oh, we got ways to go. We got a ways to go. That's where I came out of originally. That always fucks me up because I think that's the route to my house, but it's not. Oh, there's a zombie out here. That's new. How's it going, Link? We were just yelling about education and teaching and all that. Yeah, that's what we've been yelling about basically all stream, is that I'm just personally a little upset with how the education system works and how we're taught things like Martin Luther. And I think that's part of the reason why I like elementary education so much, is because I will not be forced to teach children about Martin Luther in a positive light. I will never ever be asked to do that. Because they'll be like, children are too small to understand Martin Luther. And I'll be like, you're so right. They're too dumb. Link says, I can't believe I missed the education rant. Basically, we were just ranting about how useless homework is. We are not a homework family here. Katie says, if the votes are equal though, then it just becomes a coin toss. And everyone has an equal chance to get the level they want. Fuck equal chance, Katie. I want to win the game mode that I want. I don't want gun game. I want Instagib, you fucking bitch. Stop voting for gun game just because of less votes. Do we agree that I should be able to punch Katie for this? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to punch Katie for any reason, ever. Katie deserves hugs and squeezes. Wooden spear, machete. Get in there. Get in there. Might need to start building more crates, which... Garbage bag, put that in there. Link says, oh, it's 100% useless and it makes no difference in learning. We were just talking about that. Oh, it's so dumb. How, like, logically it could have a purpose, but it's that when you enforce it on everybody, then it has no purpose. Makes no sense. I hate it so much. We are gonna run to our trap to see if there's any food in our trap. It'll be good to see. Basically, what I was saying is that homework was invented to get us to be more accepting of our bosses bothering us during our free time when we become adults, right? Literally, think about it. What purpose does having every single student do homework? What is the purpose of that? What is the logical purpose of it? And if it has no effect on academic performance, what is the point of homework? The point of homework is to train us to be less willing to push back on our bosses about doing work outside of our hours. Think about it. Consider it. I'm not Amanda. Boo. Katie says, I think the problem with homework is that it might be helpful to learning for some children, but certainly not everybody. It's almost like teaching should be variable and dependent on the student and not in general rules of thumb. Maybe, just maybe. We should align the way that we teach students a little different. Just a thought. And I think that is going to be something after the revolution that we really, really need to sit down and think about. We need to get educators together, people who've been educated at education, people who study pedagogy just in general. We just need to talk about it and try to make a system that isn't so dog shit, because I genuinely do not feel that education will work at all under capitalism. I just don't think it works at all, because the whole point and purpose to be educated for like 99% of students is so that they can earn money. Like they say, you have to graduate high school, you have to get a degree, etc., etc. It's all about making money. It is not about actually learning about this world and shit like that. Link says, I'm lucky my current bosses are like no work allowed between certain hours, because they don't want us to overworking. And if people try to contact us during the no work times, it is considered against company policy. But my question to that is, how do they handle grading? Like, do you still need to go home and do your grading at home? Because even if they have rules like that where you can't be contacted outside of work hours, doesn't mean that you're not doing work outside of work hours. Like, grading has always been like the work that teachers do outside of their jobs that like contributes to like so much mental anguish, because it's like, why? I'm working on my only fucking day off for the freaking whole month, and yet I'm working to freaking grade papers. I don't know. That's something that's always upset me about teaching in general. It's just like, why are all my teachers wasting their lives grading papers? But it's also just like, and to some extent, you know, you choose the amount of work that you make your students do. But I don't know, dog. Link says, I'm not allowed to bring things home. The only thing I'm allowed to do is optional or mandatory trainings, which I am paid for. Interesting. That's the one good school district. That sounds like to me, the one good school district. The holy school district. Oh. Just the only place where you can work and not get absolutely fucking fucked in the ass by your boss. All right, let's butcher this squirrel. Yeah, let's make a roast, a rodent meat roast. Let's do it. Just keep adding the rodent. All right, good. Hot peppers, radish. What else can I add to this bitch? Yeah. Ooh, I can add the lard. I add lard to like everything. I can add tomato paste. Delicious. Delicious. Alright, let's add canned peas. Katie says that gave me so much more sympathy for my teachers when I learned that their lives were controlled by homework. Even worse. Exactly. The teachers suffer more with homework than the students sometimes. Because it's so odd how like teachers are assumed to have to also work in their off hours for this fucking bullshit, you know? Time to start up the oven. Put the rodent meat and vegetable roast with jalapeno. Yeah, put that in there. It's only... Yeesh! Alright, that's good. Now we need to burn it. We need to burn this shit. Grab one. Half. Over here. We got tons of twigs, so we really don't need to worry. There we go. Add the twig. Link says, I don't work for district actually. I am contracted by the school and have a different boss. And he doesn't agree with teachers and educators bringing work home. Oh, that's based. So how does the district handle homework then? Like the people that you are working with that aren't a part of this program but are part of the district. An unfortunate part about assigning homework, Link says, is the district provides curriculums, and if the curriculums say they require homework assignments, then the students have to be assigned them. Yup. What was great? Oh my god, I need to tell y'all this. This is the greatest period in my life. I took a Psychology 101 lecture, and the professor never assigned homework, and he never made us do a test. He only ever made us do this one big test at the end to see if we were paying attention, and it was easy as motherfucking shit. It was the greatest. It was the greatest. I love it. I hate professors. Personally, genuinely, I fucking hate professors who know that their classes are like classes people have to take to get their degree, and they make that class difficult on purpose to punish those students. Fuck you. Make your class easy for those students, you dickhead. You bitch-ass motherfucker. Stop it. Stop making our workloads worse just because you have some fucking weird superiority about students not taking your curriculum seriously. Nobody gives a shit. I'm sorry. But also I'm not. Alright, let's eat my rodent meat and vegetable roast. Let's eat half of it. Let's eat a fourth of it. I think we'll be good if we just eat a fourth. Boom. Good. and put that in the fridge. Good, good, good. Now I can sleep. Link says, VPK, the grade I work in, has a no worksheet required homework curriculum. So outside of that, I have only seen one class and they do get textbook sheets to do for homework. You know, okay. This might be the biggest hot take of any person ever, but I loved doing worksheets in class. It was the best. I love doing worksheets. They're easy. You can complete them in 5 minutes and then you're done with the rest of the day. And all you had to do is just read a book. Read a book or something. Take out your phone. Start jacking off. I don't know. Like, worksheets slap. Fucking loved worksheets. When does the composter, like, start composting things? Because the shit has been in there for ages. I don't know when it's gonna start actually doing it. Alright, how do I know when these potatoes are ready to harvest? Let me search. Let's go on the internet, you know?
I went on the internet.
Let's go farming PZ. Okay? Farming. Okay, I want to know about harvesting crops. Ignore this because I've changed everything, I'm pretty sure. I gotta wait an additional 4 days after they are ready to be harvested to get seeds. Okay. That sucks and is annoying, but is okay. There we go, there's a game. Link says, the principal's really nice though. Most planning days the teachers just get to stay home and get a paid day off. And he lets all the teachers go home right when the students are gone if they want to leave. Not sure how the logistics of grading works though. Yeah, I need to know about grading. Because grading consistently has always been the big issue for me in teaching. It's like, it is literally overwork that we accept for no fucking reason. It drives me crazy. I'm like, stop it. Stop accepting this. We do not need to overwork ourselves just because of the students or whatever fucking bullshit they try to convince us of. I'm angry. Okay, we're watering the plants. Make sure they're good. Good? Katie says, why don't they hire people to grade for the teachers? Because, Katie, you need to grade your own students' work. You can't really hire somebody else to do it. I mean, to some extent you can. Like, it's much easier to do that in a higher education setting. But to do that in public schools is very odd to me. I can't see doing, I don't see the logic in doing that. You need to be able to keep a handle on your students and know where they're at, you know? Welcome back, Astrid! Astrid! How is Denmark? Astrid, of course when you come in, my internet starts shitting. Uh-oh. Oh, it's okay. We didn't drop the stream. It's just shitting. It is just shitting. Getting better, it looks like. Twitch on the phone is genuinely broken. I don't know why they won't do anything about it. Like, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating that Twitch seemingly does not care about their product that much. They seemingly just can't seem to give a shit. Asher says, Denmark is very cute in the dark, except for those shitty metalheads. Now tell me about the metalheads. You DM'd me while I was driving and I did not understand what you were saying. What are these metalheads? What are they doing? Did sexual harass— what? What? Asher, you are only telling half the story. I need to know what's going on. Where did that secondary book bag go? Didn't I have 2 book bags? What did I put that in there for? Dumbass, I need that. Idiot. An idiot. It's so weird leaving my house and not hearing a single sound of like a zombie or something like that. Okay, let's get all this stuff out of here. Oh no, I'm full. Whatever shall I do? So the whole point of using a book bag is using 2 book bags. Do this. This way, like, you don't have to make multiple trips if you have a bag in your hand. You can just put everything in that bag. Denmark is nice. It's also an extra salary, Link, you're so right. And you'll note that the TAs in college are all students that they do not need to pay. Don't become a TA, everybody. It's just a fucking scam to make you do unpaid fucking work. Boo! Boo! Boo TAs. I genuinely believe everybody who becomes a TA is a freaking brown noser, dork ass loser. Why would you want to become the fucking teacher's assistant? Loser, nerd, dork. Asher says they propositioned and said some rather horrifying things to and about several women on the metro, and talked about harassing female politicians. What is up with metalheads? Why can't you just be normal, please? Be normal. It's so easy to be normal. It's so easy not to suck. So easy. It's free. It's easy. It costs nothing to be a dickhead, but yet people still choose to do it. Why? Because people generally. Another water bottle I can put on the somewhere around here. Why do I have 2 radios? This I do not have an answer for. How the house was when I found it, okay? Excuse me. Link says my college pays TAs above minimum wage. Well, your college is special. We have talked about that several times. Emma says, did I tell you I completed Watch Dogs Legion, by the way? What is that game even about? How do I know when the potatoes are ready to be harvested? Do they just have a button that says I can harvest them? I really genuinely do not know. Oh, my forearm. I gotta fix my laceration. That's right. I'm lacerated. Put the bandage over the last. Emma says, by completed, I mean all my characters were arrested or killed in permadeath before permadeath is even turned on and credits rolled. What? So permadeath wasn't even on and you still got fucked by permadeath? Emma says, imagine UK in like 10, 15 years time. You're basically fighting against that. So just England as it is now? Ooh, got me a rock. Doing some foraging. Now, I'm looking for food, basically. I'm hungry. But everything is good. All XP is good. I don't have the final skill book for foraging, so I'm getting like the world's smallest amount of XP. Emma says, they hadn't... Because I had no playable characters because they were still in prison. What the fuck is this game, Emma? Why do you suck so bad that you got kicked out of the game? Katie, it says, did you like the first Watch Dogs game, Addie? I think the issues that I had with it were all performance reasons. Like, the game, it felt very odd. Like, it is sad when a game like Saints Row the Third seems more alive than your AAA giant massive title about you know, important shit. Ooh, what's this? Thistles. What are thistles for? Oh, they're just food stuff. Great. We found some food. Emma says, I played it in resistance mode, which was the original normal mode that they showed at E3, but is technically a hard mode now. What I don't know what they showed at E3 because I don't care. Like I never look at E3. I never really care about the news from E3. I assume everything that comes out of E3 is a lie. That's my personal take on it. Now I need to go see how I'm very confused how harvesting seems to work. There are several levels. There's 10 levels of farming. And each level gives you a different there's nothing here on how harvesting works. I'm just gonna check on them again. I'm gonna check all of them to make sure they're flourishing, make sure they're healthy. I mean, it's good. Like, we haven't got any flies or anything. I haven't had to make flies cure, which I don't know how to make. Astrid says, hanging out at my friend's place now. Resting to get over the overstimulation. What a mood. I hate getting overstimulated. Like, last time I got overstimulated was really, really bad. I don't remember, like, where I was. But it was, like, this loud, very loud, like, crowd area. And the issue for me wasn't that I was afraid of like the noise or anything. I was like, the whole time I was just anxious about catching the coronavirus. I was like, there's too many people. Too many people. I'm scared. Katie says, I have Watch Dogs 2 if you want to try that. Is it better? Okay, Emma says, so I should have just waited until I was built up and had more operatives. I saw the private cops beating people up, so I intervened and got people arrested, LMAO. So Watch Dogs Legion's thing is that you don't have a main character. Every NPC is recruitable, even cops and guards and shit, but they're harder to recruit, obviously. NPCs remember what you did as a character, so if you play one character a bunch, eventually, like, random people will like or dislike you because you helped them or their relative. Or ran them or the relative over in a car. Well, I want to run them over in a car, okay? Like, when you make a game where it is possible for me to run over pedestrians, I'm going to run over pedestrians. I am sorry. You have made this. You have made your video game. I do not know what to tell you. Katie says, I have heard positive things about Watch Dogs 2, I think. I mean, sometimes... I don't know. Those titles, I don't know. For me, I just get a little anxious about any of those sort of games. Like, doesn't downloading Watch Dogs 2 make you have to download Uplay? I fucking hate Uplay. I don't want to download Uplay. Emma says 2 actually went way deeper into the hacking mechanics. Oh, that's cool. 3 is Uplay only on PC. Disgusting! Katie says yes, it will make you download that. Asher says Watch Dogs 1 has the most cis-hat white dude protagonist since Max Payne. Oh shit, it's Chloe. How's England, Chloe? Is it good? Is it rainy? Just a reminder to everybody that we do have reward tiers. Each tier has its own unique reward. $5 has one video game song, and $10 gets you 3 video game songs. $20 gets you a rip on the Froggy Bong, and $50 gets you a hit on the Old Man Pipe. Yes, remember, we do have several reward tiers, you know. I just remember, like, I'm remembering very minor things about the plot of Watch Dogs, Your main character is a deadbeat dad, right? Or is your son dead? I don't remember. Either way, like, the mother doesn't like you for whatever reason. She's like a bitch. Emma says, 2 made it so you can go non-lethal, but it didn't feel right doing lethal shit with that character. Legion finally gives you a reason to do different playstyles by character. It's his niece. His niece dies in literally 6 frames. What? What? Hold up. Watch Dogs niece death. What are you talking about? No. Flashback scenes. Lena's death scene. Is this it?
I went on the internet.
Okay, here we go. This is from the first Watch Dogs, everybody. Let's see how emotional and intense this scene is, okay? Well, good morning, Chloe. It's over now. He's on Gmail. Dumbass. Why did you click a random link, bro?
Maurice. Yeah, you're on.
I always forget that Maurice is a guy's name.
Hackers in the Merlot job. You're assigned Aiden Pierce.
Okay.
Pick him out. Get the
Yeah, take out the most boring looking dude on the planet Earth and his wife, Nicole. Never trust a bitch named Nicole. That's his sister, not his wife. So, they hired a hitman to go kill this dude's niece? What the fuck is up with this scene? I hate the Watch Dogs aesthetic sometimes. It makes it look like my computer is breaking. Oh, no, not the doll. What? Why would you want to go to Pawnee? That's where...
Okay, you're the boss. Go to Pawnee.
Well, okay, my question is like, why does he only have the niece and not the nephew? Oh shit, the motorcycle boys are coming. I hate the way this is edited. Why is it edited this way? Is this how it is in the game? I swear to fuck. Is it this broken in the fucking video game? The fuck is happening? I literally cannot fucking tell what's happening. You know what annoys me, right? I have been to many a grave. I have been to many a graveyard, and they never put the age of a person that they died, even if they're a child, because you can do math. You can do math. There's 2006, and there's 2002. She was 6 years old. What is the up with this fucking scene, dog? What is up with the audio, too? It feels super tinny. It's only coming out of the right ear. This is his sister, right? This is his sister, right? Oh my god, with the right ear, it's so weird. I need to see if there's anybody commenting. It's pretty sad. You could hear the happiness and personality of Aiden's old life before Lena died in that car. I hate how everyone said he was an emotionless character who was void of personality. He lost all his happiness after his niece died. He genuinely was a solid, written character. Flawed, but solid. I did not pause the game, so we fucking wasted a lot of in-game time just standing there. Yeah, the audio only coming out of right ear is an uploader issue, but like, what is up with the editing? Is it like intentionally like that? Intentionally looking like it's corrupted? Flawed but solid. Call that flawed, Amanda says. Boo! Asher says I'm biased against Nicole's. Yeah, I am. You try having a fucking lady scream at you and call you a spoiled little girl, okay? Emma says, I don't get why in the game he's called the Vigilante. Like, he's just a dude killing people. He doesn't do anything special to get, like, a title like this. And if you're giving him a title, why just the Vigilante? That's so generic. Right. Why doesn't he call himself... Well, okay, can we talk about how the name Aiden is, like... I cannot imagine a hero named Aiden. You know, Aiden is just like, that's the guy who works at GameStop. That is not a guy who is saving the whole world with his hacking abilities. Aiden? No. Not Aiden. Emma says, this is why every other playable character has been a part of DedSec. Now, what is DedSec? I bet Chloe's just, like, absolutely cringing right now. Amanda says, but he's aiding the world by being a hero. I hope one day God forgives you for what you've done. Also, I don't know if I can drive through these or not. I always avoid them like I can't. Oh my god, I can drive through them! I can drive through the electrical power poles. We're good. DedSec is hacktivists, I see. There needs to be more of those in the world. I'm trying to get to the other side. To the road. Remember when, like, Anonymous was, like, a thing and everybody was, like, afraid of them? Those were the days. I have always thought, like... I remember that. Those were the days of, like, everybody being afraid of the hackers and the Guy Fawkes mask, and everybody on Reddit would wear one. Oh my god. I got the hiccups. Alright, that should help. I took 8 sips. If it doesn't help, I'm gonna scream. No! It's still hiccuping! I'm sorry, everybody. Getting better. So my objective, or like my technique for getting rid of hiccups, has always been to breathe really fast and then breathe really slow. And then it gets easier. Like, they get less and less intense the more you do that. But also you can't do it too many times, because like right now I'm getting really lightheaded because it's basically hyperventilating for a second. Let's see what's over here. Like, I know going east just takes us to Muldra. So we're going west. Young man. Sorry about the hiccups. Katie says the only thing I enjoyed about his character was the whole deadbeat uncle thing. But you could also do that with a much more interesting character. The only thing I liked about Aiden is that he lived in an old cargo crate, like an old Navy boat cargo crate. All right, let's go down that road. Let's go down that white road. Sorry about the hiccups, everybody. Very sorry. Emma says, I haven't played the Assassin's Creed crossover with Legion. Oh, there's a crossover with Assassin's Creed? But they haven't done much with it being in the same universe yet. whichever Assassin's Creed was out at the time, there was a character seen in modern day shit, and later on, he's a character you kill in Watch Dogs 1. Like an executive of the company making the city. Oh, that's interesting. So you kill like the people that make the weird memory machine. Can we talk about the concept of Assassin's Creed? The concept of Assassin's Creed is so fucking baffling. Basically, the idea is that this company has discovered like a way to access the memories of ancestors. Now, already the premise makes no fucking sense. Like, how do you get the memories of people that are dead? Their brain is gone. But Black Flags is the greatest Assassin's Creed game, though. Again, I'm sorry about the hiccups, everybody. Oh my god. Genetic memory is kind of a thing, but not that much. You know what genetic memory is? Genetic memory is when we see a fire and we're like, yo, look. You know, genetic memory is not, I remember exactly what my ancestor Ezio did in Renaissance Italy. Genetic memory is knowing that fire is amazing and awesome and that we should learn how to do it. Yo, another one of these like farm supplies. Yo, okay. Let's set my alarm. God damn these fucking hiccups. Okay. Let's set the alarm for like 6. So like 18. And let's go to sleep in the car. Katie says, I don't understand why Assassin's Creed needed all that weird science fiction stuff. Just have the games take place in those periods or whatever. Right! Like, just make an overarching story about the Assassins and the Templars. Like, it would be easy as sin. Easy as sin. Maybe one day my hiccups will get better, but it does not seem to be today. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm deeply sorry about the hiccup. God was like, Eddie, I'm gonna make sure that you especially suffer from like the world's longest hiccups that never end. You know, I just want to I want to test out like all of the world's most annoying shit on Addie. I feel like that would be it would be a good litmus test to see if people can handle it. If Addie can, anyone can. Emma says, imagine plugging into the machine and your entire ancestors are just laborers and farmers. Well, I have one interesting relative, but I think going into her brain would just be fucking boring. Oh, we're just thinking about earthquakes all the time. So cool. Oh, all of my thoughts are in Danish? Why? It's a crime against humanity. Asher says, well, the thing is, if you go back far enough, literally everyone descends from all people. Pretty much all of Europe is related to Charlemagne, for example. I want to go into Charlemagne's head just to, like, fuck with him, you know? Like, like, your dad is really short. You know? That's what I want to do. I want to bully Charlemagne for being a manlet, like his dad. I should please tell everybody about Charlemagne's dad, because this is the funniest fucking story on the planet Earth. This man, one of the most important historical figures of all time. Emma says, we can probably all fuck around as Genghis Khan. Alright, you know, Emma, I have always hated the presupposition that we are all related to Genghis Khan. How can we say that if we don't know where his body is and we don't know his DNA? It makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. And it's also just like, it is utterly fucking, it makes no fucking sense. I genuinely cannot see Genghis Khan impregnating that many women, let alone women spread out enough that his genetic material accounts for so many other people. It makes no sense to me. Alright, gang. Look at these weird houses. Every time I find these, I'm like, what the fuck is up with this shit? There was a zombie in here, it seems, but it died. Or it left. It just left. Didn't die. Eat the ice cream. Good. My weight should be going up now. Yes. I want to fuck around as the Queen of England. I want to see, like, just exactly what sort of fucked up shit she was doing, you know, and just, like, report on it. Apropos Genghis Khan in Assassin's Creed, there was a comic where Ezio went to Mongolia to help kill Genghis Khan because he was a Templar? What? It utterly baffles me how this game series is taken seriously. Ooh, police motorcycle helmet. I'm taking that, bro. Never know when I'm gonna need that when I go into town. Like, sure, I'm wearing my police bulletproof vest, but I'm not really expecting that I'm gonna come up on anybody. We haven't encountered any fucking zombies. Emma says, everyone liberals see as good is an assassin, and everyone liberals see as bad are Templars, even if they make no sense to be a part of the same thing. You're right, it makes no sense, but it's also fucking hilarious. It's just hilarious to envision the world that the devs, like, are envisioning as well. Like, what? Are you guys good? I just want to ask a few questions about a few things. Number 1, what the fuck is wrong with you? Number 2, what the fuck is wrong with you? Karl Marx and Tsar Nicholas II are both Templars. Karl Marx? Of all people, like, just from, like, understanding who Karl Marx was, like, as a personality, motherfucker had no friends. That dude was not a part of any sort of big organization that was responsible for anything. That dude stunk. That man smelled. That man had to ask for money from his friend, like, literally constantly. He was like, ooh, ooh, please, can I have some money so I can keep writing about the industrialism, please? And his homie was just like, oh god, again. Should I say no to him, babe? Like, I really don't know what I should do. And Engels' wife is like, no, you gotta help him out, you know, you gotta be nice, you gotta be a good Christian. But Engels is just like, I'm fucking tired of this shit. Dude, I'm losing money on Carl. I'm literally losing money on our man Carl. Alright, gang, we've hit 4 o'clock. We've hit 4 o'clock. It's time. You know what time it is. It's time to hit stream ending. But before we go, I just want to say a quick few things. Stick around because we will raise somebody. Number 1 is I want to thank my patrons. Emma, Paz, Astrid, Silvercore, and Chloe. Thank you all so much for becoming patrons. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be able to do this. If you want to become a patron, just go to patreon.com/Iwinalot7 streams. Each tier has its own unique rewards, and the Patreon is getting updated every month with a Let's Play video of the world's shittiest game, Kingdom Come Deliverance. So it's time to find somebody to raid. Let's look in the disabled tag. Usually you find good people in the disabled tag, you know? Let's see. Somebody here is playing Dragon Age Inquisition. Let me see if they're cool. They have too many followers. Oopsies. Let's see about this person playing League of Legends. Now, I don't like League of Legends. You know what is good? Payday 2. Payday 2 is cool as hell. This one looks really cool. But again, too many fucking followers. I've got to find the perfect amount of followers. Gotta be below me. Like, I really don't feel good about rating people that are like of a higher degree than me. Like, so many of these dudes have like 800 followers. Like, what can I do with 800 follower people? Like, you are not what I want. I want people that have no followers so I can show them some love, because when I was starting out, that is what I needed. I needed people to come and just be nice to me, okay? We have found somebody. They're playing Planet Zoo. All right? They're a disabled UK streamer and they play Planet fucking Zoo. So let's go be nice, everybody. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.